What does a healthy relationship look and feel like? Most of us have no clue. So, in this video, I'm going to teach you the 10 signs that the relationship you're in is a keeper. If you grew up in a home that wasn't healthy, a home that had drama or manipulation, a home that had verbal or physical abuse, or a lot of conflict and unresolved conflict, so many things that are not healthy, it's really hard for us to recognize what healthy looks like. And so I'm going to share with you 10 signs of a healthy relationship. Number one, you bring out the best in each other. We often don't think about who do I become in this relationship? And I want you to pay attention to how you feel and who you become. In every relationship, we are different parts of us show up. And so if we're feeling really comfortable or we're funny in that relationship or we feel really at our best and somebody's cheering for us, that's a really good sign that it's healthy. Number two, you both feel secure in the relationship when you're together and when you're apart. We often have relationships where we feel really good in that person's presence, but when we're not together, we feel really anxious and insecure. So if you have one and not the other, it is not a healthy relationship. Number three, there's a balance of give and take. I don't know about you, but I've definitely been in relationships where I've given way more than I've received. And a lot of this, by the way, is who the work that we've done on ourselves. So if you're giving, 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 it's on us to stop the giving if we're not receiving. And it's also on us to ask for what we want instead of expecting it and expecting men to read our minds and know what we want. So if we are showing up at our best and there's a balance of give and take, that's a sign that it's healthy. Number four, you enjoy being together as friends. Relationships are not just about what happens in the bedroom. They are what happens when you're not in the bedroom. They're what happens when you're hanging out together, when you're watching TV together, when you're going on walks together. So if you enjoy your friendship as well as your romantic relationship, that's a really good sign. Number five, you have the ability to make hard decisions together. In most relationships that do not work out, it's because you don't trust the other person to help you make difficult decisions. And every relationship has difficult decisions to make, whether it's financial decisions or health decisions or any kind of decisions. These are going to come up, and somebody's ability to make those decisions together with you is really important. Number six, you're intimate inside and outside of the bedroom. So, in other words, you have intimacy in the way that you relate to each other. You're vulnerable with each other. You can talk about anything. And inside the bedroom, it's also really important that you have a good sex life. And for every person, that's going to be different. Some people have a great sex life, and that means they have sex once a month. For other people, a great sex life means 5 times a month or 5 times a week. And it really means that you're both happy inside the bedroom, and outside the bedroom, you also have a level of intimacy. It has to be that compatibility of intimacy. Number seven, you both resolve conflict with compassion and understanding. Now, this is a really tough one because most of us don't have great conflict resolution skills. But in a good relationship, in a healthy relationship, arguments are going to come up. How you resolve them with kindness, compassion, and understanding makes all the difference in how healthy that relationship is. Number eight, you both feel free to express your thoughts and your feelings. In a healthy relationship, there is no walking on eggshells where you're afraid to say what is true for you. And I know that, I've been in relationships where I was afraid to say what I needed to say because I felt judged or shut down. And so if that's the case, then this is not a healthy relationship. You both want to be able to hear each other, and not with judgment, but to just hear each other. You don't always have to agree, but you have to feel free to speak up and say what's true for you. Number 9, you both have a growth mindset, which means you're flexible and not rigid in how you look at the world and how you handle issues. An inflexible, fixed mindset is really difficult to be in relationship with. Most people who are happily married or coupled are flexible in the way that they deal with each other and how they see the world. And number 10, you're both emotionally stable and kind to each other. There are a lot of people who are emotionally up and down and taking it out on each other, and that is really unhealthy. And that means one of you has work to do outside of the relationship to be able to be in relationship in a healthy way. And we all have to be working on ourselves. I mean, there is no perfect. There is no perfect. And a lot of these things are things that happen with care and conversation and communication. But you do want to look for these signs early on. If somebody is conflict resistant or doesn't want to talk about things, it's a big sign that this could be somebody who you cannot have a relationship with. And so if something important is missing, talk about it early on. Get curious. See if it's a misunderstanding or a missing character trait, because misunderstandings can be worked out, but character traits are either there or they're not. So when you choose a partner with the right stuff, your relationship is going to have that strong foundation that it really can withstand almost any challenge. And without that firm, strong foundation, relationships can easily crumble. Which of these signs have you had in relationships? Which have been missing? And what are your takeaways from today's conversation? If you have been in many relationships where the patterns are your relationships are unhealthy, you're unhappy, you don't feel comfortable being yourself in that relationship, I would love to talk to you and have a breakthrough session. And these are half-hour sessions that we can talk about how coaching can support you in having the relationship of your dreams. And so fill out an application at lastfirstdate.com/breakthrough, and we'll get on a call and see if we are a good fit for coaching.